I think the most important thing that we need to do globally, including governments and all other stakeholders, is to implement what governments have committed themselves to do. So implementing mitigation actions at the national level to ensure that emission reductions are happening, because we need to do that to be able to achieve the goal of the Paris Agreement by stabilizing the temperature below 2 degrees. We need to also look at how countries adapt to the impact of climate change, which is very critical in particular for Africa, because adaptation is a priority issue for Africa at the urban centers, but also in particular for agriculture. Stakeholder engagement is one of the key things that the Paris Agreement even identified, that we need to bring all other stakeholders beyond governments into implementation. But the point I'm making is that to foster implementation, we need 3 important ingredients. 1, financing. We need capacity building. We need technology transfer. These important, what you refer to as means of implementation, are the elements that would help developing countries to be engaged and therefore be able to implement the action that they've committed to. If you look at the nationally determined contributions for Africa, majority of the actions identified are contingent on provision of support to implement them. So countries from Africa in particular are looking forward to international financing for them to be able to implement the action that they have committed to do under the Paris Agreement. So without provision of this finance, provision of technology and capacity building support for these countries, I'm very certain that most of the actions will just be on paper and never got implemented.